Hey, hello, beautiful people. Once more again, you're welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. And for all my returning subscribers, I want to say thank you so much. I love you guys. I'm here because you guys are here for me. Thank you so much. And if you're tuning in for the first time or you're seeing me for the first time, I want to say you're welcome to the house. And before I get into what I'm about to share with us today, I just want to advise that if you're below 18 years old, this video is definitely not for you. But sweetheart, I want to say thank you so much for tuning in. And I want to assure you that as soon as you turn 18, this video will still be there for you. That being said, you can excuse us. Thank you so much. Now, to all the adults in the house, I guess you can already tell from the title of this video what I'm about to share with you guys today. If not, let's get into it. So today I just want to talk about, I just want to address the issue of, some women, complaining and lamenting, about their husband not being able to satisfy them in bed. What do I mean by that? About them not being able to get to orgasm during sex. And before I get into the details of that conversation, I want to say to every woman that it is your birthright to get to orgasm during sex. It is your birthright to reach orgasm. That being said, I want to elaborate on some of the most important reasons why some of us women don't come, or some of our husbands are unable to satisfy us in bed during sex. Point number 1, know your G-spot. What do I mean by your G-spot? You have to know that point, that part in which when your husband touches it, it makes you feel, it makes you feel good. You need to identify your G-spot because it is different for all women. It might be that maybe it is the top of your clitoris that your husband needs to rub constantly. It might be the side. It might be the corner. So you have to identify your G-spot because you can't complain that he's unable to satisfy you when you yourself, you haven't identified your G-spot. So identify that part, that spot. The G-spot might be your breast, your nipple. So you have to identify it. If you haven't identified it, then you have a duty to identify your G-spot, number 1. Now, number 2, communication. There have to be communication during sex. Some of you women are like locks of wood in bed. You don't communicate. You just sit there. All you do is What is that? What is that? You need to communicate. It is through communication that you can be able to tell your husband that, babes, you need to touch it on this spot. It is on this particular spot that you need to hit constantly, If you don't communicate, how would your husband know your G-spot? How would your husband know the angle he's supposed to be touching? You need to communicate, talk, open your mouth. Some of us women are so, bossy, you know what I mean? Like taking that office attitude and bringing it into bed. You don't have to do that, madam. See, if you are a boss in the office, when you come back home and you meet your husband, leave that in the office. When you are in bed with your husband, it has to be a different ballgame altogether. Communicate, open your mouth and talk to your husband. Communicate to him, tell him how to do it, tell him how you want it to be. That is what is supposed to be happening. Talk. Don't only be there. What is it? What load are you carrying that you're Open your mouth and talk. Communicate with your husband. Say it loud. Talk to him. You know what I mean? Hold him and position him on the right spot where you want him to be. You understand? These men need to be told sometimes, what they are supposed to do when they are on top of you. Communication is the key when it comes to sex. You have to talk. Don't be a dummy. Talk, woman. Talk. Open your mouth and say it. Now, if you communicate, like I said, you will be able to, you make your husband understand your G-spot. You will be able to position him where he's supposed to be so you can come. Number 3, focus. Now, let me tell you something. There is something about sex. When it's time for sex, you have to be present, body and soul. Remember, sex is a fruit of the flesh and the soul. So you have to be present, body and soul, when you're having sex with your husband. You cannot just be there with your body and your soul is somewhere else, and you expect to come, and you expect to get to orgasm. Now, let me tell you something. It has to do with the psychology. You have to be there present, fully, wholly. All of your body, all of your soul need to be there. All of your focus need to be there. You need to focus. You need to think about one thing, that which is going on, and nothing else. Because if the moment you lost concentration and want to think about something else, there is never a minute that you're going to come. You are not going to come. So you have to focus and concentrate on it. Think about it. Think about how sweet your husband is. Think about how handsome he is. Think about all the goodies, all the lovely things you can think about. Focus. You know, some of us women, our problem is when we are having sex, we are there with our body, but our souls are not there. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. You have to be there present, body and soul. Focus. Think about it. You know what I mean? You know, just think about it, girl. Think about, how handsome your husband is. The lovely things he normally tells you. The places he normally touches. And you see how you're beginning, you're starting to come. Just thinking about that. Just your focus. Just your level of concentration. Now, number 4. Get on him. Now, let me tell you, some of us women, our problem is we just believe that it is only the man that needs to be on top of us. No. Who made the rules? Who told you that? It is not just the man that needs to be on top of you. Now, you're complaining that man can't satisfy you because he's always on top of you. Get on him. Now, let me tell you something. When you're on top of a man, you are the boss. You know what I mean? You have become the captain of that ship, and there can only be one captain, meaning that you can turn the ship however you want it. You can go whichever way you want it to go. You know what I mean? So get on top of that man and get yourself satisfied. Stop sitting there and complaining that he's not satisfying me. Get on him and satisfy yourself, girl. Get on it. Get on him and satisfy yourself. And now let me tell you, when you're on top of a man, it's like you're riding a car, you are holding the steering. You're the one, whichever direction you want it. You can hit your Gspot continuously, how you want it. But if you're sitting there every day, you're waiting for that man to get on you, he will get on you and, get himself satisfied and sleep like a chicken. And sleep like a goat and snore. And all you do is just sit there and grumble. And before you know it, you might even die without knowing what orgasm is all about. So, be a woman. Be able to get up and get on your man as well. Now, let me tell you something, women, that you don't know. Some of these men sometimes, most men, love it when you're on top of them as well. Then you as a woman, you're gonna understand at that point what it feels like being on top. The hard work that comes with being on top. And then you'll be able to understand. You know what I mean? They themselves also love to just lie down there, for you to do the job. Because it is hard work. Remember, this is a game you're playing. And it entails a lot of energy. It entails a lot of hard work. So sometimes get on him. It shouldn't only be him to be on top of you from January to December, from day 1 to the last day. Get on him as well. It is for your benefit. It is for your own good. When you get on him, you can do whatever you want. Before you know it, you have come. Before you know it, you've reached orgasm. So learn to get on a man. Now, number 5. Try to change position. Girl, let me tell you something. If the missionary position is not working for you, try the dog style. Maybe you're not able to come because that particular position doesn't work for you. But some of us women don't understand that. All we know how to do is just lie down there, open our leg, our backs are on the bed, and it just goes on. Now, let me tell you something. If you've never come using the missionary position, girl, try the dog style or other styles. You got many, different styles when it comes to sex. Maybe the dog style will work for you. Oh yes, don't only, be there. All you know is the missionary position. You just sleep down, you just sit down there and you just expect to come. No. If you have never come using that particular position, girl, you need to change. You need to change that position. You need to change that position and do something else. Do something else, some other position that could make you come. So now, haven't heard all of these. Putting all of these into practice. Don't be a log of wood in bed, women. Communicate. Tell these men what to do. Talk to them. And now, number 6. Be sexy. When I talk about being sexy during sex, it's talking. You know what I mean? Say it how you feel it. Some of us women, even when we get to orgasm, we're only doing What is that? What is that? Let me tell you, when you do that, you're not encouraging that man. Now, when I talk about, saying it as it is, be sexy. What do I mean? When you're having sex with your husband and you are enjoying it, you need to tell him. Because when you tell him, you're boosting, you're giving him that energy to continue to do it. Now, how do you do that? As you're enjoying it. Oh, baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, baby, hit it. Yeah, that's the angle. Oh, keep doing it. Oh, baby, hit it. Oh, baby, continue. Oh, fuck me, baby. Oh, you're the best. Oh, keep doing it. But now, some of us women, what do? We just sit there. Let me tell you, when you do that, you're discouraging that man because he doesn't know if he's doing the right thing or he's doing the wrong thing. You need to tell him. You need to tell him. When you tell him, you will see that when you get to orgasm, before you even come to the end of it, the orgasm is starting again because, you're making him to know that he is a man. Get sexy, baby. Ooh, this is good. Fuck me, baby. You're the best. Oh, baby. Ooh, daddy. Give it to me. Ooh, yeah, daddy. Ooh, you're so sweet. Oh, darling, you're the best. Ooh, fuck me like never. Oh, keep doing it. Ooh, hit it hard. That is how you're supposed to do it. That is how you're supposed to do it. Don't just sit there. Do something. Say it. Be romantic for once. Don't be like a log of wood. Don't be like a doll. Now, that was what exactly I had to share with you guys today. And I believe that as women, it is time we start exploiting, if we have not yet started, to make sure we get to orgasm during sex. And when we do that, we will stop complaining about these men not being able to satisfy us. So, ladies, let's get into work. And I wish you all the best as you start implementing all these steps and see how you're going to enjoy it. So that was what I had to share with you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. Love you. And if you've not yet subscribed to this channel, What are you still waiting for, girl? Go ahead and hit that red subscribe button and become a member of this family. And most importantly, so that you will be notified each time I upload a video. You will be the first person to know. Thank you so much for watching, and I love you so much. Bye. See you in my next video. Ciao, ciao.